Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video to show you how to change the power button in the Motorola Moto X. I'll include links in the video description for any parts that I'm going to be using during this procedure or any tools that I'm going to be using to work on this phone. Anything that I think might be helpful to you, I'll include links in the video description, so check them out there. So first of all, what I've found to remove the back is if you go ahead and eject the SIM card tray right here. You can either use a paper clip or something little to get in there. If you have a SIM eject tool like I did, that works great. And then what we're going to want to do is we're just going to want to start somewheres. Now what I would recommend probably is starting right here by the bottom charging port. And if you pry up just a little bit, just push up a little bit, and I'm just using a little plastic pry tool like this. And what you can do is just start working this around. Now this back cover is kind of old, so it has a few cracks in it along the way, as you can see, like there. Now if you encounter this with yours, what I would do is just start right up here where the SIM card thing is and just keep working up, because these things tend to crack if they get any age to them. Then I would just say just keep working your way around, and in the event that you happen to push down on some of the other sides to get this all loose, then just go ahead and repry them again. Sometimes it's hard to hang on to the phone and get it without popping the things back in. So now we just keep working around, and as we get close here, these back covers can flex quite a bit. What I would recommend is using like a plastic pry tool. You can just pry, don't go in too far, just carefully pry up, just keep working your way all the way around. Has adhesive under it. Then if you just keep prying up under here, the adhesive lets loose, and then don't pry too far. You have to watch on this side right here. There's this connector right here. What you can do is just pop up on this connector and then wiggle that out of there. I'm not going to use the tweezers here for the sake of seeing it for the video, but what you need to do is just pull straight back on that little connector. That's the connector for the flash, and then it pops off just like that. So next what we want to do is remove this cable right here. There's a white plastic part you pry up, and then this cable pops out right here. And then this is the volume button and this is the power button. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to do them both the same. So there's this red part right here that you can slide under with the tweezers or something really fine, and you can pull it up. It's just a part that looks like this. And then what we're going to do one at a time, this is the power button, and we just want to remove this by turning up this direction, and then this button pops right out. And then we want to go ahead for this one, we want to pry the other direction like this way, and then this volume button pops right out. And then what we're going to want to do to remove the flex cable here for the volume button and the power button is we're going to just pry up on it. Sometimes you can use heat if you need to get like a hair dryer or something to get it up easier, but I found it comes up quite easy with using something really fine to get under. I'm going to use this and just pry up under there, and they have adhesive under it, and if you just wiggle a little bit, it'll come loose. And then just start on one side, whatever side works for you. Just pry up a little bit, and then if I use something like my tweezers or something here, this whole part here comes off just like that. So to reinstall, grab your new part, and there's peg holes in this flex cable right here. So what you can do is line them up. We'll do one at a time. This is the power button first. We'll line up the peg holes there. Sorry, the lighting isn't the best there to show this at the angle. And then we're going to do the same for the volume button here. There's two pegs in here that get lined up as you're doing that. And then now that we got those in there, we'll just go ahead and grab the volume button first, stick it right down in there with this end first, just the way we took it out, and then put this part down in here. And then same for the power button. So if I can show this without getting in the way of the camera, we're going to want to put this end in first and set it like this. Now as you can see on these buttons here, the rounded part is towards the back, towards me, towards this direction, so you want to make sure you put them in the right way. Grab this little red part, set it right down in that slot between the two, how it came out. Just make sure to press down, and that's what keeps the buttons in there. And then next you just go ahead and slide this cable in right there and reconnect this white connector. So lastly, to put the back cover back on, what we're going to need to do is this little connector here for the flash. We're going to need to reconnect it right here on this one here, the lower one. And then we're going to need to put that connector down. And then we just grab the part, the back, go ahead and set it down and make sure it's connected all the way around. Make sure it's setting down good and you're all set. Thanks for watching.